Luxury can be defined as the state of great comfort and extravagant living. Items deemed as luxurious can be different for everyone, especially between different cultures. Some people may consider $1 million home luxurious, while others might say just having a nice pair of shoes is luxury. The fact of the matter is, anyone using more than they need to get by in life is living a life of luxury to some extent. The aggressive pursuit of luxury in America is strongly related to the idea of overconsumption. Overconsumption is the action or fact of consuming something to excess. The increasing pursuit of luxury items causes overconsumption and results in negative environmental, political, economic, and social consequences.
The average North American consumes 5 times more than a Mexican, 10 times more than a Chinese person, and 30 times more than a person from India. We are the most voracious consumers in the world. A world that could die because of the way we North Americans live. Give it.
Here in America, our society is extremely guilty of overconsumption. We have come to depend on countless objects and services such as cars, houses, appliances, computers, furniture, books, travel, and entertainment. However, as average citizens living in the US, we are not to blame for our frivolous lifestyles. The market system in America depends on our continued and increased consumption. Therefore, companies and businesses aim to make us want and buy more and more luxurious items. In turn, this causes our nation to pollute and waste more than any other country on earth. As Americans, we need to realize that everything we consume comes from the natural world. As we continue to consume at an alarming rate for the illusion of a luxurious life, the planet suffers from over-extraction of natural resources. Not only is overconsumption diminishing the planet's forests, fish, soil, minerals, and water, it is also creating increased pollution and waste. Overconsumption is not only diminishing our environment, but it is also affecting our world socially. When countries like America take up an abundance of the natural resources, it leaves the rest of the world with little to live on. Currently, 80% of the world's resources are used by only 17% of the population. This graph illustrates how, in 2005, the wealthiest 20% of the world accounted for about 76.6% of total private consumption. The middle 60% of the world consumed 21.9%, and the poorest 28% of the world consumed just 1.5%. Instead of being used to provide the basic necessities of food, water, health, and sanitation for the entire world, our precious resources are being used for the production of senseless luxury items. This, sequentially, further deprives the poor and starving countries of the world. In order to save our environment and help stabilize society, as Americans, we need to find a way to motivate our peers as well as ourselves to use fewer natural resources.
So, is America going to be able to keep up with this consumerist culture in this tough economic state?
Well, the obvious long-term answer to that is no. We do see a general...
Reducing consumption in America will require consumers to be less self-interested when it comes to owning things such as luxury items. Consumers must start developing and accepting economic policies aimed at controlling consumption levels. Although it is clear a decrease in consumption will naturally have a negative effect on the economy. With this being known, in order to keep the economy strong during the reduction of consumption, America must allow room for new industries, such as renewable energy and recycling technologies. As Americans, Some of the ways you can help stop the wasteful and ignorant overconsumption of the Earth's natural resources is by practicing anti-consumerism, green economics, frugality, ecological economics, and downshifting. However, as consumers, one of the most important things we can do is help dismiss the notion that luxury items create happiness. If we continue to ignore the increasing problem of overconsumption, the Earth's natural resources will dwindle away. The number one thing we as American consumers can do to help preserve natural resources is to give up the pursuit of luxury and live simple lifestyles. When it comes to natural resources, sustainability, and consumption, less is more. In the words of former civil rights activist Mahatma Gandhi, "There is enough in this world for everyone's need. There is not enough for everyone's greed."